In this lesson, let us try to talk about zero layer and def point layer. Now, when I open a drawing, AutoCAD creates one default layer. Now, I have got a drawing open in front of me, CAD ISO. It's a blank drawing. You can see here drawing 1.dwg file. Now let me open the layer command, layer manager. When I open the layer manager, you can see there is only one layer. This is the default layer created by AutoCAD. Now there is a tick mark showing me that this is the current layer, and here it is showing me that it is on, and here it is shown that it is not frozen, means this layer is active. When it calculates and when it rebuilds, we know that AutoCAD works on mathematical modeling. And then here you can see that the layer is unlocked, means you can do any editing or anything on this layer, and you can plot also. The color is white and the line type is what? The line type is continuous. Line weight is also there, transparency, everything is present. Okay. Now, whatever I do the drawing, let us say I want to draw a circle. If I want to draw a circle, this circle is drawn on this layer, zero layer. Okay. When I create the layers, different layers, then I can create drawings on those different layers. Now let us go back to layer command and see here. Layer control panel. If I open layer control manager, you see still I have got zero only. Okay. Let me draw one more line over here. I am drawing one line here. All these lines are drawn where now? Sorry, this got open. Let me just draw a line from this point to this point. Now again I go back to layer properties manager, open it and see still the layer is zero only. Now let me do the dimensioning for this one. I will go to dimensioning tool, that is present over here. I will just make the dimension for this line, linear dimension from this end to this end. Let me just come and see here. It is really small. Let me make it big. Click on this one, right click, properties. I will just go over here, arrow size is less, I will increase the arrow size to 5. And then what else I have? I want to increase the dimensions. Just let me go down here, text. So now the text height is how much? 0.5. Let me make it 8 or something like that to make it look big. Okay, and then instead of 8 I will make it 15. Let us see, it becomes big, just to show you. Okay, now let me escape. Now you see here how much it is showing. It is showing me 1970.29. okay, now let me go back to my layer properties manager and open it. Now do you see here there is something shown over here? This is def points. This def point layers is created anytime you do the dimensioning. It is only created once in the drawing. Okay, it is created, but you can see here plot is disabled and you cannot print. So whatever you have on this layer cannot be printed. By chance, let us say, let me just close this one, close this drawing also, because let me open another one. I will go back to ISO, ACAD ISO, I opened it. Now what I will do, I will fix the limits now first. LIMITS limits, let me type it. So initial limits I will take as 0, tab, press tab, okay, 0. Now enter. It is asking me specify upper right corner. Now right now it is how much? 420 and 297 is the upper right corner. But now what I will do, I will take it as 100, press tab, another 100. Okay, so now I will do Z, enter, E, enter, that is zoom extents. Now again I will draw a circle here, see. Now let me go to layer properties manager. I have only zero layer. Now let me make the dimension for this one. I will go to dimension command. I will put radius for this one, or diameter. See here the diameter is 44.15. Okay, now let me go back to layer properties manager and open. Now you see here you have got a def point layer. If you want to rename this layer, you can rename this layer. Let me just go and call this one. Let me click on this one and I will call this one as what? rename. Where is rename here? See rename layer. I will click on this one. So now what I will say, I will simply call it as what? I will call it as dimension layer. Okay. Now since I made it dimension layer, that's fine. Now again I will go back over here, but see here what it is showing me. It is showing me that it cannot do any printing over here. See here, it is showing me minus, right? Now since I have removed def point layers, now let me just go back. Now I will draw one more line. I have drawn a line here. Now let me make dimensions for this one. Right. Now again let me go back to layer properties manager. Now see here, again a def point layer has come here. See, again a def point layer has come. So the moment you do, even if you rename that layer, again when you do the dimension, again a def point layer will come, and see here it is grayed out. So you cannot do anything on this layer. Okay. So now this layer dimension, I changed it. Now it can print it. Now see here, it can print it. If you want, you can remove it. But def point layer is a layer which is created by Autocad. When you do the dimensions, it will always be there, and if you transfer anything on that layer, that will not be printed. Okay. Now what I will do, now let us say, let me close this one. Let me just go click on this properties. On this dimension, let me go to properties. Let me change the layer. It is on 0 layer now. I will just go and change it to, let us say, def point layers. Okay, fine. It has changed this particular dimension 57.67 to def point layers. But if I want to print it, this will not be printed. Let me go to layout view. Now you see here, but when you want to print it, it will not be printed. So you have to keep in mind this one. Nothing which is there on def point layers will be printed. It is a layer created by Autocad. So don't transfer anything onto def point layers, or don't draw anything onto def point layers. 0 layer is the default layer created by Autocad. You can draw anything. You can create your own layers. You can transfer all other things you have already learned. Thank you very much for watching this video.